So the goal of the audio video is to provide a live stream service as well as audio and sound for the congregation during service. So we record the video of the service, live stream it, provide the audio sound in and out of the church, and some real-time video editing during service, production type stuff. So we hang out up here and run the computers.
Audiovisual provides not only the ability to broadcast our worship service, but also to do funeral and memorial services. We could do a wedding. It gets the church out to people who otherwise wouldn't be able to experience the worship service or those other services.
I started with, when Grace only had audio, the audio presentation and so forth just in the sanctuary, and that probably started about 10 or 12 years ago, and then worked to help implement the new audio video system, and that allowed us to both live stream and have video in the sanctuary. And that's something Grace did not have before, so I think it was a very great step forward.
I was fortunate to get involved after a lot of the groundwork had been set for the new audio video system. We were very fortunate that the church had spent the money and implemented that system before COVID started. The system was in place and up and running when COVID started, and all services were virtual for a year, which was really important to be able to reach out to the congregation during the virtual time period. Obviously then it extends on beyond that on a weekly basis for those who either are traveling, physically unable to come to church, as well as recording the services for future reference and stuff. So really fortunate that it got in place before COVID, but its value continues every week.
I've had folks who have, sometimes they'll comment online on Facebook in the chat or YouTube and say how they appreciate it. They've almost developed a small community within that group. They'll post their prayers, which I know then Pastor Greg will take those and include them in his own prayers and keep these folks in mind. But I've also had some folks that I've bumped into somewhere else who've told me how much they appreciate it. Often those are folks who were gone for the weekend, but were able to, again, experience the worship in a different way than being here, but just as meaningful in many times. And on many occasions, I've had folks say how important it's been for them. It's also a way that folks can check out the church before even visiting. And I think that's important for us. If we at Grace say we're an open and welcoming congregation, we need to be able to show that in our worship services so that folks who are maybe hesitant for good reason to come and visit any congregation could learn a little bit about who we are, see what our worship is like, and then perhaps feel more comfortable about attending worship or some other activity. I just think it's another form of outreach that we can and need to make